feeling stressed? I mean, who isn't these days, right?
That's the thing, right? Experts say there are some simple and unusual ways that you can actually reduce some of that stress, even if it sounds a little far-fetched and weird. We like weird around here. So joining us now to share 5 tips is clinical psychologist Dr. Nancy Irwin. Good morning to you, Doc. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. I'm excellent. How are you?
We're doing well. We love getting weird around here. So
and this is weird.
talk about some things that we could do that could reduce the stress that we may never have actually heard of, right? Because everybody thinks, oh, I'll download the app, I'll take some deep breaths.
I'll meditate, right?
Right. People know the standard things to do: work out, eat right, get a massage, all of that. But we tend to get in a rut. So if you do something different, it interrupts the pattern of the sameness. For example, walking backwards. Do so
Come
carefully.
on, walking backwards.
Absolutely. It forces you to focus on something different, and that breaks up, it stops the ruminating patterns of thought. We tend to get in these loops of anxiety. Oh, I need to do this, I should be doing that. And we have to focus on even something simple as walking a different way, whether it's around the house or your backyard. You do it with your dog or a kid or your mate. It has a sense of fun to it, and you release endorphins.
Now, when was the last time, doctor, that you walked backwards?
I actually do it a lot. I'm a runner, so it is good for your muscles to actually walk backwards and let them flex in the other direction.
All
Okay,
right.
we'll try that. We'll try that. And then there's something about taping $1 to where?
This was interesting.
Sure. This allows you to pay it forward. If you take
Okay.
a bunch of singles, and I think even in this stressful time, when people are financially challenged, even a bunch of loose singles, whether it's 5 or 10, tape them with a Post-it. Just go to it, arbitrarily post them on a car, in the grocery parking lot or a parking garage someplace, with words of affirmation on them. You are worthy. You're magnificent. Have a great day. And sit back and watch people get it, and they will.
You know what I'm going to sit back and watch? I'm going to watch someone walk up and take that $1, and they don't own that car.
And then they're going to go around the lot looking.
Right.
Sure, but you're still paying it forward.
This is
and
true.
it takes off of you, and you're spreading generosity.
Got it.
Okay, so you're talking about paying it forward also, but in a very interesting way involving an egg carton.
Yeah. Embrace the silly in a time of
That's
stress.
us.
Yeah, you can do some, use your imagination. These are some tips I've come up with, but use your imagination and creativity. Have a sense of childlike fun. It's really fun to remove all the eggs from the carton in your refrigerator and replace them with Peeps. And then stand back and
Everyone just went, what?
I know. It's
Okay, but
hilarious.
here's the
And they go,
thing.
what?
But here's the thing, because now that person goes to the fridge, they really want eggs, right? And the eggs,
Right.
they're somewhere else. But what is they sound so silly, and people at home are probably saying, well, what's the science behind this?
Silly is good. Again, you're interrupting the pattern, and it forces you to focus on something else. Let me hasten to say, if some of these silly things, if you're living with someone who really has rage issues, then you may not want to do this. You gotta
You think?
right. You want to do this in the spirit it's intended. Someone who will allow them to lighten up, take the focus off the mundane, and have a sense of joy, and look at the cute peeps and laugh and move on.
Right.
Like short sheeting the bed.
Absolutely. That's a great one too. Anybody who's been to summer camp has probably experienced that or had it done to them, or some hotels actually do it too. So again, if somebody has anger issues, you may not want to do this one. These are suggestions just to open you up and let you use your own creativity. You want to get the feel-good chemicals jump started in your brain, in your body. That's the endorphins, the neuropeptides that reduces stress. And again, it gets you off that continual loop of those anxious, ruminating thoughts. And that's what it's all about. Forcing us to focus on something new.
Yeah, and you have one last thing I want to get to, because it's about writing this a list of things that you are ashamed of and letting it go, right?
Sure. Sometimes, aside from what is going on in the world and financial challenges people have, in general, many times we have collected over the years a whole host of things we're ashamed of, that we feel guilty about. You want to write them down. Again, that gets you off that continual loop in your head of constantly being self-punitive. When you write it down and then shred it, or release it in some way that is natural. You can
Yeah.
burn it. Got to be very careful where you do so, according to some people. But yeah, in a gentle way, while you're forgiving yourself for each one,
Yeah.
and then let go. That clears out your inside, so you can focus on the outside and all of the little issues we do have to all focus on right now.
All right, I'm gonna need that shredding truck to back up into my yard. Beep, beep, beep. Because it's a little tiny shredder, ain't gonna cut. Ain't gonna
That's a long list, my friend.
Hey, doctor, thank you so much for these tips. We appreciate it.
Yes, so fun.
Absolutely.